How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. We are back for another week and I hope every single one of you have had a really good weekend. Now, on today's show, we're going to be talking about Willian because he has confirmed over the weekend that he is leaving Chelsea. We're also going to take a look at the Champions League matches over Friday and Saturday. And the last piece of news involves Mesut Ozil because Arsenal are looking at paying off the last year of his contract so he leaves the club.
I represent my fucking self.
How we doing, guys? Welcome to DT's Daily. That's right.
So the first place we're going to start is the news over the course of the weekend involving Willian, and I think this is news that everybody expected. But he has confirmed that he has now left Chelsea in an open letter to the supporters. His time at Chelsea is done and it looks very much now like he will be an Arsenal player in the matter of days, hours even. At the time of recording this, of course, this morning, he's not currently an Arsenal player yet, but that's what the reports are saying. And it goes on to say that Willian has confirmed he is leaving Chelsea with Arsenal close to completing his signing on a 3-year deal. The 32-year-old leaves Stamford Bridge at the end of his contract after a 7-year spell, with Chelsea only willing to offer a 2-year deal rather than the player's desired 3 years. He wrote an open letter to fans confirming his exit following Chelsea's defeat to Bayern Munich in the last 16 of the Champions League. They were 7 wonderful years. In August 2013, when I received the offer from Chelsea, I was convinced that this was where I had to play. Today I am certain that this is the best of decisions. There were so many happy times, some sad. There were trophies and it was all very intense. Yet beyond the trophies, I learned a lot about myself. I developed as a great deal, becoming a better player and a better person. With each training session, with each game, with every minute spent in the dressing room, I was always learning. I am really grateful to the Chelsea fans for the affectionate way they have welcomed me at Stamford Bridge and their support throughout my time at the club. There was also criticism, which is normal. What is important though is that both the affection and criticism drove me to always give my all in every training session, every game, and to be constantly improving until my very last minute in a Chelsea shirt. So, pretty open and honest and heartfelt message to the Chelsea fans. Now, the sensible Chelsea fans will tell you that they're a little disappointed that this has happened and that they would have liked him to stay. And the delusional Chelsea fans will sit there and say that they're happy and that they're celebrating that Willian has left. But let's get one thing, perfectly clear from the very beginning here. Chelsea did not get rid of Willian. Willian rejected Chelsea's contract. Chelsea offered him a new one. Chelsea wanted him to stay. And Willian said no. Because he clearly looked at the situation and said, you know what? I want to make the move across London. And I want to go to the biggest club in London. And it's as simple as that. Now, it's not confirmed yet. But apparently Arsenal have beaten a few clubs to his signature. One of those clubs as well was actually Barcelona. So yeah, for a player that's apparently passed it, that's not bad. Inter Miami as well. We're also looking, for his signature. David Beckham's, side in the MLS. But yeah, Willian, it looks like he's decided that his next destination is Arsenal. And we will find out very, very soon, no doubt, if he is an Arsenal player. And if he is, I'll welcome him. And Chelsea fans, leave your lemons at home. Because Willian's decided to move. And he's no longer a Chelsea player. Adios and goodbye. Next piece of news. We're going to go into the Champions League matches over the course of the weekend. And it's so strange seeing Champions League games on a Friday and Saturday. But with everything going on at the moment, nothing's normal. And the first game, and this was a big surprise, Juventus beating Lyon 2-1. But Lyon go through on the away goals rule. Do we even need to say who scored for Juve? Cristiano Ronaldo with 2 goals. Memphis Depay actually put Lyon into the lead and 2-0 ahead on aggregate. Juve go and get those 2 goals and they had 30 minutes to try and win the game, but it was not enough. And Juve go out, and as a result of that, Sarri gets sacked from Juventus. And how mad is that? A week or so ago, he was being lauded for winning the title with Juve, and a week later he's sacked because that's not acceptable, and Juve want to win the Champions League. And yeah, Pirlo's actually taken over as manager, but crazy times at Juve. And there's even talks about Cristiano Ronaldo wanting to go to PSG now. So we'll keep an eye on all that. But in terms of that result, yeah, that's not a great one for Juve. They are out and Lyon are through. Next game was Manchester City against Real Madrid, and it was 2-1 to Manchester City. Raheem Sterling, Gabriel Jesus and Karim Benzema for Real Madrid, and congratulations to Sterling as well for his 100th goal. Fully deserved, and what he's done since he's left Liverpool has been absolutely brilliant. Quality player. And I believe that this is the first knockout defeat in the Champions League for Zinedine Zidane for Real Madrid. That's some record. But yeah, Manchester City, they go through 4-2 on aggregate. And with Real Madrid, not good enough. And Rafael Varane with 2 mistakes as well. Very costly errors. And like I said, Manchester City go through. Next game was Barcelona against Napoli. And Barcelona go through 4-2 on aggregate. Lionel Messi involved as usual. Unbelievable. But the first half was all about VAR and its involvement in that game, and the penalty on Messi, and you know, the disallowed goal and everything else. But Napoli had chances as well, and if they were more clinical, they could have actually done something in this game, but it wasn't to be. Barcelona go through and they win 4-2 on aggregate. Next game was Bayern Munich against Chelsea, and I don't know why this game even went ahead because it was already over. It was 3-0 from the first leg. And Bayern Munich won this one 4-1 and 7-1 on aggregate. Lewandowski with a couple of goals. Perisic and Tolisso. Tammy Abrahams pulled a consolation goal back for Chelsea. But Bayern Munich, they are absolutely unbelievable. And I'll tell you something, when you look at the likes of Robert Lewandowski, should have been in there for the Ballon d'Or, in my opinion. What he's done this season especially has been just phenomenal. And what a striker, and he's got better with age. And it does set us up for some mouth-watering ties going into the quarter-final stage. Now, of course, things are very different. It's going to be like a super tournament in Portugal. And like, there's no 2 legs, just quarterfinals, 1 game, semi-final, 1 game, and then the final. And the quarterfinals are going to be played August the 12th, 13th, 14th and 15th. The semi-finals are then going to be played on the 19th and the 18th as well, sorry. And those draws have been announced, who plays who. And then the final on August 23rd. Now, the quarterfinal is Atlanta versus PSG. No disrespect to Atlanta, but this is a big opportunity for PSG to get to the semi-finals. RB Leipzig against Atletico Madrid. Barcelona against Bayern Munich. And Manchester City against Lyon. A big opportunity for Manchester City to get to the semi-finals as well. The semi-final draw, Manchester City or Lyon against Barcelona or Bayern Munich. If Manchester City do get through, then Pep Guardiola against one of his 2 former sides. That would be very interesting. The other semi-final is RB Leipzig, Atletico Madrid versus Atlanta or PSG. So you're looking at that, and you've got to say, you're probably thinking Atletico Madrid and PSG semi-final there. Possibly Manchester City and Barcelona, Bayern Munich. That's a toss-up really as to who could get through that one. But it's It's one-off games. You never know what is going to happen. And I wouldn't write any of those other teams off, especially the likes of Atlanta as well. Let's pay respects to them. Leipzig, even Lyon. It's going to be very, very interesting, that's for sure. And we will wait and see what happens. Now, last piece of news involves Arsenal and Mesut Ozil. And this was something that I was saying only a few weeks ago that Arsenal should do. And reports over the weekend are saying that Arsenal are looking to reach a financial agreement with midfielder Mesut Ozil to get him to leave the club, according to reports. The German playmaker, who has Arsenal's record signing in 2014, has been frozen out by head coach Mikel Arteta and has not played a single minute of football since the Premier League returned from its coronavirus pandemic. Ozil's 350 grand a week contract makes him the highest paid player at the club, and he has 1 year left on his current Gunners deal. The reports are saying that the Gunners could pay off the final few months of Ozil's contract or even subsidise his astronomical wages if he finds a new club. The 31-year-old's bumper salary means that very few teams can afford to sign the player, with the global pandemic putting a lot of strain on several teams' finances, including Arsenal. So very, very interesting, and we'll wait and see what happens. What Arsenal don't want is Mesut Ozil to still be at the club, and we've got to literally run down the last year of his contract and pay his wages. Now, the one thing you will say is that I believe his contract will end in June. We're already in August, so unlike most seasons, it's not a year left. It's around about 9 months. And it's very evident they just want to get rid of him now. Just get him off the wage bill and then we can start rebuilding and start moving forward. And I've said this, he's not in the plans moving forward. Thank you for everything you've done. Unbelievable player, don't get me wrong, in his time and everything else. And he's done some great things for the club. I'm not one of these that's going to put down what he's done and achieved and everything else. But his time's done. It's over. It's finished. And, if Mesut Ozil and his agent and everything else do want to put their foot in and try and stay, then Arsenal need to act, and they need to say, right, look, it's £18 million to buy out the remaining months of his contract or whatever it is, pay it. Because you know what? Getting him off the wage bill and everything else would actually be one of the best signings of the summer for Arsenal. So there we go. That is it for today's DT's Daily. As usual, let me know in the comment section what you think about today's topics. Let me know what you think about this Mesut Ozil situation as well. We got loads of content. There's loads of welcome videos waiting. I just need the all clear, and once I get it, you will get them. Trust me. If you're new around here, hit the subscribe button. Make sure you smash a like on this video, and I will see you lot soon. I'm out of here.